Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm coming on in to do my grasshopper because my husband made me a hoop thing to stand him in, because really hard to do this without a hoop and a stand, and I had one of them but it broke, and he made me another one, and now I've set him out to make me one for beading. Isn't he a good man? I had to actually stitch this onto another piece of fabric to make it big enough to go inside the hoop. And so anyway, right, now if I didn't introduce myself, I'm sorry, but here I am now. I'm doing this, so I thought I'd show you how this is a lot easier if you've got one of these. So you lift up that and you put that round there like so, because we're making this needle thing, you know, like I guess it's sort of a needle weaving thingy to make his legs. I don't know if I did many of his legs while I had you with me. I'm only going to do a little bit more on this one, and then I'm going to finish a little bit more on him. He needs to have his wing on and that, so we can do a bit of that, because isn't this cool? You need two hands, you see, so if you've got something like this and it wasn't hard, well, I'm sitting in there when I'm saying it wasn't hard to make, I definitely am excited about getting a smaller one too, because you can sit it against the table, and it's on my stomach, like it's sitting on the table and my stomach, and you know, just cozy. It is just cozy. Right. And you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Can you see what I'm doing? Really? Right. Come over here further then. Where are you? Okay. Now we're right here, aren't we? But I'm going to you watch me move out of the shot. So you're just going to cast on this. Well, it's like a cast on stitch anyway, isn't it? And you just cast this on until you think that it's going to be long enough for his leg, which has to be that length in there. If you've watched me other videos, the previous ones for this, you'll know how to do this. Now I'm going to pull it out a bit straighter, because I think it was, I'd say a bit straighter. Push that up, but don't push it all the way through. Longer needle would be good. Probably need a bit longer needle. Anyway, so we go, and I've got glue on me, I know. Well, I can't help that. I had to glue some stuff onto this frame, because it was, well, it has to have some screws and things in it, you know, so it's not going to get caught on everything. I'll show you in a minute what I did to it. And the bottom of it was a bit of, come on. So I think this is too short, this needle. I'm going to have to push it through and hope that this leg is going to be long enough. Okay. There we go. Let's get him through there. Now. Push it through. Got it. Go underneath there and get all of it. Okay. Doesn't want to work for me today, really. Come on, I might have it too tight, have I? Got too carried away and made it too tight. I got it. Nobody panic, it's all going well, I hope. Yes. A little bit persistent, I suppose you've got to burn. Try not to break it, you know, because you've got to do that. Try not to break it. I'll probably got my hand in the one. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get both these pieces the same level. Come on. There you go. Actually, that's plenty long enough. Look at that. Wow. Just turns around and twists it a bit. It's plenty long enough. I think when you're pushing it down there, you're compacting it down a bit more than what you realise. You know, when you're taking it from one side to the other, you're packing it down a bit more than you realise. You know, so which way will it want to turn? Which way do your leg want to go? Put your leg there. Just spin it around a bit. I don't know. Take it through with the back here. He's got a skew whiff. He's just got a skew whiff leg, hasn't he? That's not his fault, it's mine. I must have twisted it when I was doing it. But you know what? It doesn't matter. He's three-dimensional, and that's what we wanted to do, wasn't we? Didn't we? I mean, because that's the reason why I had this hoop thing in the first place, with the stand underneath it, because to do stump work. So now we're going to sit up here a bit. Take him up there for a minute. And I'll end this off at the back. Let's see under here to do this. Right. Now, what I did while he wasn't looking, besides get the, what's the name thing, just a few little updates on what I did to it, okay? I mean, as you very well know, and I'm probably nagging about this, but I'm having a terrible time with my fingernails. That was the bottom. So on the bottom, I put a piece of, well, I haven't got that bit stuck there. I know, terrible. I should stick that piece. Where's that glue pot? Here. I'll come back and do bits at a time, I imagine, as I need it to be put on there. I'm having a terrible time with my fingernails because they're grown too far now. When I say too far, they're only like another 1/8 of an inch longer, but gee, they're annoying because I can't keep up with the new thing. So I've had to actually cut one off, which was really hard because you couldn't cut it. I cut that right back, that one, because it's unhinged there. Because they're only stuck across the top, and I don't want to break my own nail, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut these off things when I find a thing to zoom them back with. You know, one of those... I asked Jeremy, could I borrow the grinder or something? Because they're driving me mad. They're way too long and they're getting caught and everything now. They might have been alright at first, so in future Sonya's going to do her own and keep them short. But I'll definitely do my own. I used to do it before, so I can do it again. I won't put false ones on because... by what I've read and what people have told me, they take a lot of getting off. You know, look how far they've grown, and this was way out here, like that one, and getting caught on everything possible. Took me ages to cut that off this morning. I like them, but I can't do that again, so... besides, I don't want to pay that money. I can't really afford to do that. I'd rather buy something else. I don't know what, because I do have a few things, but I don't think I want to do that again. I'm going to have a mouthful of water, so... So when Jeremy made this for me, it's actually got the hoop inside of it. See your hoop thing here? That's the inside of your hoop. Right. So you get your hoop like this. Where am I? And there's two sections of it, and it's made out of the inside section. So the inside part of the hoop is actually butted onto the piece of dowel. Right, just sitting on there, see? I wrapped it then with a piece of bias binding and actually put a little bit of glue every now and again around it, just for, you know, because it actually fits on firmer and looks a bit better, you know, like, it looks fine, but it fits firmer if you've got that piece of fabric in there. So, and the bottom of it, well, like I said, I just stuck a piece of, you can put a bit of felt on it, but I have a lot of this piece of wool fabric, and I won't be using it as much as I've got. So, and then I've just got that nice piece inside the top there, and then you put your fabric, and then I had to, because he was only on a tiny piece of material, and I haven't turned on my clock thing yet, the material wouldn't fit in there, of course, so I actually sewed him to this other piece of fabric. Now that was an idea too, because when I used this piece of really open weave, which I shouldn't have done, and my knots kept coming through, so I went and I made lots of little stitches. You can see some of them, but not all of them, all over this, so it's all stitched down. So when he's finished, he can be on the front of something, be sent to somebody, and he can be used as on a cover. Okay? Because I think he's going to be sent out somewhere, because I don't need to have two of them, do I? I mean, I don't need two because I've got my own one here. Now, I'm going to put the part here that goes along his back, his body, and I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to use a piece of the same wool that I used up here, because then on top of that I'm going to put the piece of I've got this bit here, right, I'm going to put that on. I've got this piece and it's excuse me, that's blue, there's wrong colour. I think I might go with the lighter colour, because you'll be able to see that underneath it. You'll be able to see, and this is a bit wider too. This is just a piece of organza ribbon. Now I'm going to have two thicknesses of this, so I want to come up through the back here, which is going to be really hard now because I've got that other piece of fabric behind it and I've got to go through it as well. But I've got a great big needle here, so hopefully this is going to work. I'm going to come up through here, this bit. Alright, now don't pull that all the way through, Sonia. Hang on to it. I got it. And then I'm going to go down in here and I'm going to make sure I'm holding on to the other. I've got hold of the other end too. Well, that didn't go. That wasn't hard at all, was it? You know, that just went through there real easy because I've got a nice big size needle. Now, if I turn over the back, I can cut the needle off there. The needle off. And, sorry about that, but you can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to actually put the needle somewhere else in here, where it came from. Not somewhere else, put it back, Sonia. Then I have to get a piece of, I'll let you look at that bit. The bottom bit should be alright, should stay there. Now I need just to couch that down so it's comfortable. So I just need a piece of thread. I've got a lot here in a box. Bits of stringy bits, you know, things that I haven't used that I can use to do this with. Leftovers is what they are, Sonia, leftovers. But I want something long enough so I don't have to redo it. Now, I'm not under the table at all today because I'm using this and I'm leaning it against the table, but I've got, why did I do that? I put glue on me now. You know, the glue comes straight off my fingernails, doesn't stick to it. Isn't that cool? Okay. Now, I'm having a needle. Give me the needle here. Right, maybe this one's got long enough thread. I might not have to go and thread it up again. Look at that. I'll let that one fly away. Okay, so I'll just put a little knot in the back here. And then I want to come up under the bottom here, next to it, really close by, or even up underneath it. I don't want it to couch down too flat. I think I might have made that one a bit too flat, but that doesn't matter because it's his top end, and he probably doesn't want to have a big top part because he's only a very thin insect, isn't he? I don't know. It looks a bit more like a praying mantis, doesn't he? So we can call him whatever we want to. I reckon I've decided anyway because I just, you know, just want to call him whatever. It doesn't matter. Now you're not going to be able to see this anyway. So I just want to put a few stitches, and I should come over back closer to this part here, I suppose. It does take it down a bit. We do pull it down too far, but that's okay. We just want this is going to be behind the piece of ribbon. All right. That's his wing. Wings, I think. Right, so they're his wings. A bit back down through there, please. Righto. I'm going to have to turn over here and end this off. If you can't see me, don't worry. I'm here somewhere. I'm here trying to fix this underneath here. Whoops. And a terrible time. Sorry about this. I'm so sorry. Complaining about them. I really like them. I really do like them, how they turned out, but I just can't work very good with them, that's all. I'm trying to make a knot in this wool that I put through there so it doesn't actually I'm going to sew them down, might be easier. Just pick up a bit of the material, don't go right through to the front piece. Back up, Sonia, just go through the top bit. And that's going to hold it there, because, you know, there's not going to be anything. There'll be something put on the back of it after it's finished, and all this stitching won't be seen, it won't come out. Okay? I promise you that. One of mine's been sitting there for years, and he's not, oh well, he wouldn't come undone, I suppose, if he's in the box, but it's okay, people. I'm just here. Nobody panic. It's all right. It's all good. Oh dear. Come on. Right. Thank everybody for asking me how things went, but I didn't get to that doctor's appointment. I did not get there. It was pouring down rain. I couldn't make it, and I don't know if I told you that anyway. What have I done now, though? Can you see that? Where's that stitch at? Anybody see that stitch? No, good. Didn't go right through. That's good. I'm pleased about that then. We'll just cut that off. I've got my dear little scissors. Had these for years and years and years and years and years. Never used them though because my hands are big and I can't get my... Well, it's not very comfortable to use, but if you're only cutting off a bit of cotton, I suppose they're okay. And I had them put away. I found so many things. There's just so much stuff that I found. I was doing the room. And you know what? I'm being good, and I'm putting it all back. There is a few things that I've got here that still have to be put away. But that's okay, because I'm not making a mess. I have allocated spaces for all my things. I've labelled a lot of it, and I'm going to get that big needle back, I think. This big needle back again. It's a nice big father type needle. So you buy these things and you think, I wonder what I'm going to do with that. You know, if it was in a packet with something else, and you think, but you do. You have ideas. I tell you, there's ideas. So don't ever, you know, discard anything. Now, if that's going over the top of there, can you see it? You can see it here plain. I mean, I can see it as plain as anything because I'm fairing with it. The one he's got on looks like it's an apricot colour, doesn't it? Look at that. It's like a pinky apricot-y colour. This one. I think I'll do this one. I think I like that. Now, I've got this big needle because I want this to go through. And when you're doing a bit of ribbon, embroidery of any sort, you need to thread your needle and take your needle back through the top of your ribbon and pull it down like that. And then you haven't got a great big knot. And you've got... I'll have to cut a piece off, I suppose. And it just goes through without causing any hassles, and it won't come unthreaded until you take it off yourself there, so that's all right, isn't it? Yes. Righto. Now, I'll come up through here, in the middle of here myself. Now, I hope I haven't got too much, any knots or anything caught up in that. Alright, good. I can feel it underneath there that it pulls right through, and then I want to make sure, because it's not going to have any stitches on it, it's just going to lay there like that over the top of that and go in the bottom here. See, it's just going to be there. That's his wing. All right, okay, so we're going to keep that flat like that if I can. Go down in here. Come on, turn around. Just move your needle around a bit. I can get it to go. Come on. Don't want too tight. Back up. Hope everybody is all right. It's having all that rain. We haven't got much here, which is... I feel that's good. Because all you people out there that's getting all that rain in Australia is not nice, is it? Not nice, all that rain. Okay, so now I'm going to end that off at the back by taking it through behind this other pieces of thread. Alright, I'm just going to put it under a couple of pieces of thread on the back. So I'm bringing it up through, and it should stay all nice and cosy on the back there. Righto. Hope I didn't pull him too tight. Oh, that's good. He's good. Now I'll get under here and cut this off. And don't let your needle fall on the floor, because it's okay, but I'll forget it's down there probably, and that won't be good. Right here. How does that look? That's pretty cool. Isn't he pretty cool, isn't he? Okay. Now, is the only thing not let to go is legs, is it? Oh, yes, there's the only thing we've got to go on that now is legs. So I'm going to leave him there because I really, you know how to do the leg bits. Oh no, I've still got plenty of time, haven't I? Okay. Well, I don't know if I want to do any more on that today because I just feel I just have something else that I want to show you for a minute. So I'll put it on this video, I suppose, because I did it and I showed you a long time ago, and I really do like what it is. I really do like what it is. I don't think I'll be doing any today because I just wanted to show a bit of show and tell, I suppose. I wanted to show you how I was going to be working on me dragonfly. Not a dragonfly. It's not a dragonfly. I keep getting these things mixed up because I'm looking at a thing with I was looking at a thing with a dragonfly on a minute ago. I have this, right? And I want to show you. I think I showed you this before, but I really like this. Now I turned this here, right? This piece here that was old and off a piece of a tea towel, a tablecloth. I mean, there was 4 corners of these bits, and I turned it into that. Okay, by putting my own spin on it. Okay, I turned it into that. I didn't take any out. Oh, hang on, that's not true. Where the black, there was black in it, and I took the black bit out because you can see the black and the right and drawn underneath there. See, so I took that bit out. But where there was a mark or a hole or something, I added a piece of stuff. And I really liked how that turned out. I'm really proud of that myself, what I did. The difference, and I saved this piece of work, didn't I? It turned it into this piece. So around here, where these people, whoever did it, has got this little row of, maybe we should come down here a bit, little row of, can't see that, and we'll get too far now, we won't be able to see it all. You can see there's a little row of blanket stitch around there. Well, I went round the outside of that with some chain stitch and made that like that, see? And lifted it up so you could give it a bit of life. I added some beads and some sequins. This one here I put a doily thing, and then I've gathered up a little bit of fabric to make a flower and put beads in the inside of that. There was some sort of, on the biggest part of this one here is yellow. This one must have been green, so I don't know. There's a green, I put a green leaf behind that, so that was a yellow. I don't know whether this was yellow at all. Hang on, I'll have a look. It could have been, but I might have taken it out if it was. Might not have been, it might have been a lot of broken bits in it, because you can see here that this is all broken away, so maybe I just changed them. But on this one I won't. I'll use the yellow on the back of it. I'll go around the yellow and I'll change, maybe just take out that bit and just add more yellow pieces in there. And then I've got this, really, this bit's nice, it's worked alright. But I've put on here, so here I've got some marks, so I can put on a doily or something on there. And the marks, the black that's in the middle of these, so I covered that over with that. That covers up all the black, wait a minute, sorry. That covers up all the black part. Oh, I can't keep zooming in, this is really wrong, sorry. I hope you see what I was saying. You know, that's covering up all this black that's down in there, in this centrepiece. And the yellow, I was going to redo that as well on there. But I have got so many things that I'm working on at the same time, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I really would like to get and finish this, because I have an idea what I'm going to do with it. It'll probably be gifted to somebody. I might not even turn it into anything before I do that. Okay, but anyway, so I've got 3 of these now to do. So I hope that works out all right. But see, this was all old and you know, had it, so it's all right. Oh, I can refix it. I can fix it, refix it. I will just fix it. Okay, so I think that was all I had to say about stuff today. I don't think I've got anything interesting that I bought to show you. Wait a minute, I did buy something. Where did that go? I don't know. Where is it? Well, there you go. I forgot what I did with that. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll find it later, I'm sure. See what I got the other day given to me. Look at these. Look at these things here. A friend of mine gave me this. They're not even being used. This is pulling me back onto doing some more journaling, which I will. I won't. You can't go away from that, because I've got stuff that I've bought and ordered to do with journaling. What did I do with it? I can't think of it. I really can't. Anyway, so thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, everybody stay safe now. Have a good day. Bye bye.